Good morning, you guys. We're headed plant shopping right now. I have some fall containers that I want to finish up. I have 4 containers that I would like to do, but I think I'm only going to do 2 today, one being the window basket and one being where you enter the front gate. The other 2 that I have still have some petunias in them. They're from Wave. They still look okay. They're not amazing, but they do look okay, and I'm still getting a little bit of color, so I'm gonna wait on those. I might just end up skipping it and doing wintertime containers in those, but I want to get fall containers that's still early enough in the season. I'll have all of October, all of November to have these beautiful fall containers, and I want them to look pretty, especially the one in the driveway and the window basket. The window basket's looking a little bit crazy, so let's head. I think we're gonna go to Home Depot and see what they have. Usually they don't have the best fall selection of plants. I'm looking for like big heads of like cabbage and kale, like ornamental stuff, really pretty things. We'll see what we can find. I'm not gonna hold my breath though. So let's get in the car and head up that way. Okay, so we're at Home Depot now. We just got here. We're gonna go see what we can find for some fall plants for the window box. So let's go check it out. I hope I can find a few things, but we'll see. So much has not been watered here. That's so sad. I think we're gonna have to go somewhere else. Okay, well that was a huge bust. So we're gonna go up to Winter Gardens. I just don't want to make the drive. It's another 20 minutes from Home Depot, so it's like a 35-minute drive from my house. I was just trying to be quick, so we're gonna go up there. We're gonna make the drive. Okay, we made it to Winter Gardens, and I am mic'd up, so hopefully that way you guys can hear me very nicely. I feel like every time I come here it's really windy, and it's also next to an airport, so it's really loud. So let's go check out what I can find for fall containers. I'm sure that they have nicer things here than we just saw. Look at this fountain. First off, oh my word. I think I need it to match my other lion fountain. And there's fish in here, I just saw them. Oh my gosh. That is an amazing fountain. And come over here, I saw some of the kale that I wanted. So I think I want to get this guy right here. This is so pretty. Who is this? Peacock White Kale. That is so pretty. And I also, is this cabbage or kale? Ornamental Kale, Crystal Snow. I really like this one also. Okay, I'm gonna grab, actually we're gonna walk around and I'm gonna look at some things, and then we will come back and see what we can find. They have a lot of their ornamental kales. This is more Crystal Snow. Look at how pretty this is. I'm gonna grab a couple of these at $11 a piece. And I might grab one of these. Osaka Pink. That's also really pretty. What do we have over here? Some crane? I think this is crane. Yes, crane, feather queen. These are also really cool. Really love this though. Coral Prince. Gosh, that's gorgeous. And Pigeon Victoria. Also, I've always liked this one. This is a more like compact type looking kale. And I think we're gonna head over this way because I see pansies and some more ornamental kales. Sorbet White. Probably gonna grab a pack of these. And oh, I went to the wrong side. Oh no, look. They have little tiny starts. I could definitely see if you're just wanting these ones for like eating. Perfect little 6-packs. And here's some larger ones too. Pigeon Red. Osaka mix. So Pigeon Red, Osaka White. Osaka Pink. Oh, I love this little one. I might get a couple of these to just tuck in. I'm not seeing, oh, here's the name. Oh, some Osaka Reds, also just a little bit shorter, which I kind of prefer. Actually, it would be kind of pretty having them tall ones behind some shorter ones like that. And then this is a crane. Crane pink. Which the cranes, they grow on much taller stems like that. And over here, lots of violas. This is Delta Pink Shades. Oh, pansies, sorry. I always get them confused. They look so much like. Pansies are bigger, violas are smaller. I love this mix. That's so pretty. And you know, I think I probably should grab oranges for Halloween fall time. And maybe even some of these ones. This like burnt orange color. Probably these more than the red ones or the orange ones. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Oh, I see some pink grass that I want to go check out really quick. I think it's called like mahi grass or something like that. Look at the way that it moves. Oh, these are so pretty. Okay, there it is. Oh my gosh, I'm not even gonna pronounce it. Cap Pink 1 gallon. Look at that, is so pretty. I love that. And I'm gonna check out one more spot really quick over here because I saw some of these topiaries. Oh my gosh, I think these are bay. Tabletop topiaries. Yep, Little Ragu Sweet Bay. And look at the container they're in. That is so pretty. Oh, I love that. How much are these? $48. Oh, it smells delicious too. Wow, that is so cool. I love those terracotta containers. Let's see what else we can find. Some lantana. They have quite a few super tunias left. And honestly, they'll probably be able to just easily winter these guys over. Okay. I might throw in some thyme. I love using thyme. It just smells so good. This is a variegated one. Some oregano. Oh man, I just want oregano just to have oregano. I need to come back and grab one of these. And all 4-inch herbs are $5. I'm not seeing any 6-packs, but it says 6-packs are $5.99. Here are all of their veggie starts. These are the 6-packs. Oh, onions? Some bunching onions. I'm not really sure the best time for us to start onions. I need to do it. I would like to do some candy onions for next year. Sria Blanca. And here are all kinds of things. You know, if you're wanting to do cabbages, some Napa cabbage, Long Island Brussels sprouts. We started some of those. I just get so excited about all the fall things. Some celery. Oh man. Lots of kale, lots of really pretty things. Oh, look at their clematis are still blooming. Of course, we're gonna get distracted. So pretty. Okay, let's not get distracted. Let's go grab a cart and get what we want. Okay, so I didn't get everything that I wanted, but I got quite a bit. So I got 5 kales. They're all different except for 2 of them. 2 of these are the Crystal Snow ornamental kale. So I got 2 of these and 1 of the Nagaro Red. I got 3 of the pink mahi grasses. I got a few more of these smaller kale. This is the Osaka Red. And then I got a lamium, some violas, and also a red garden mum. I think that's it. Yeah, so I ended up spending $136 for all of it, and so that'll do 2 containers and 3 grasses for the landscape. So kind of a lot of money, but I don't think that's too bad. I want to know what I spent for the grasses. So the 4-inch quarts are what I got for the grasses, and they were right here, perennial quart. 4 of them, they were $7.99 a piece. I got 3 of the grasses and 1 of the lamiums. So yeah, whopping $136.04. Let's go home and get all this planted now. So we're back home now. It's the next day. Look at these clouds and my hair. Oh my gosh. Okay, see the clouds? We're gonna try to beat a storm. It's the next day. They came out of nowhere. So we're gonna get going on getting these plants in the ground, well, in this container right here. And we had to do some finessing with it. Let me turn the camera around and show you guys. So this right here is a lemon cypress, and when I bought it, it was about this tall. It was tiny. It actually looked like more proportionate in this container. This is a rolled rim concrete container. This is one that I bought from that guy who he's closed the Dos Amigos statuary where I got Janie's fountain. I have 3 of these. 2 of them are at our front arbor, and 1 of them is here by our back gate. So this is lemon cypress. It might be a little too big for this. It looks huge in camera, but in person it doesn't look too bad. But the problem is it has a little bit of a lean to it. So the center is actually here, and it should be like this. So you can see how it's wide on one side, not on the other. I need to rotate it. I've already rotated it when I actually just came out here this morning. It was up against the house right here. So I've straightened it out. We had to move the container a little bit. And so that way it's more centered. When you walk up, you actually see the decorative pieces of the container instead of seeing right here the seams of the container. I bought this one rough because I got a better deal on it. Normally when he would sell pieces, he would go in and he would grind all of this off, and all of these little lines in here he would fill in. But I just told him I don't care, I just want it as is, and he actually gave me, I think I paid $80 or something like that for this container, and it's huge. So we're gonna get that planted up with these plants here. These are kale. So this is the Osaka Red, and this is, I think, Crystal Snow, my favorite. And I also have a fern that's going to go in here. This is the Autumn Brilliance or something like that fern. And then I also have another ornamental kale. This one doesn't have a tag. Ornamental kale, a red mum, and a little menagerie of these Delta shade pink pansies. So really pretty, good little menagerie of things. I was hoping to find some ivy, but I couldn't find any ivy. I thought ivy trailing out of this would be really pretty, and out of the container that we're going to do in front of the window would have been really pretty, but they didn't have it. So we're going to get together filling this. Oh, look how weird it looks from this side. Oh man, it's all right. It looks good when you walk up. Dark now, but this looks so good. I love having these 3 kales and the pop of red, and then the green from the fern, and the little pansies down there, especially up against the lemon cypress and the white of the house. So this is what you'll see when you first get in. The mum should fill in this area because we're still kind of warm. These guys, the cabbages, for the kales. It won't get too much bigger. And then these guys should fill out just a little bit. And the fern, I don't know if it'll put on any more growth this season, but really pretty. And this area gets a few hours of sun, but really not a whole lot of sun. So this should be okay. The mums might get a little leggy, but I think that's all right. So let's move on now back here. And we're gonna do this window box. I should have bought a new window liner, but I forgot while we were there, so I didn't get one. But the coleus, it's time for it to come out. I think I'm gonna take a few little cuttings like this and pop these little guys off and see if I can grow some on for next year, because I would really love to use some of this coleus in the landscape. And so these little side shoots like this right here are perfect for growing over the winter time. So really quickly, I'm gonna take a few cuttings of this, and it's really, really simple because I want to be able to grow this coleus next year. So all you need to do is leave just a few leaves. So I'm leaving just that many leaves, and even that might be too many, with the stem here, and probably cut it about there. This will be sitting in just plain water in the windowsill. It's actually gonna sit in the windowsill in this window right here. And in a few months, this should grow roots. And then what I will do is I will put this in some potting soil and grow it on inside during the winter months. Coleus is not frost hardy at all, 32 degrees, and it dies. So this is why I try to take cuttings of some of my favorite ones. It's really, really simple. And I will probably take about 10 cuttings just to ensure that I get a few plants. The more cuttings I have, the more plants I will have. And I expect maybe 4 of them to die. So out of 10 of them, I should probably get 6 plants. So I think that that'll be good. So I'm gonna grab a couple of these really quickly, and then we're gonna take the rest of this out and plant it up. So in this window planter, we had the wasabi coleus, the potato vine, which I have forgotten the name of it, but it has performed beautifully. I've cut it back 6 or 7 times now, and it continues to reach the ground. Really beautiful. I had a couple Diachondra silver falls that were planted, I think too late, honestly. And then this succulent that I don't quite remember the name, something like donkey's tail or something like that. I don't think that's right. Either way, that one has grown absolutely beautiful, and I'm gonna try to leave that in. So let's get everything else removed. I couldn't just pull the coleus, so I had to save it. So I put all of the big stems in a vase. These guys might root a little bit, but this is way too much foliar growth for it to be able to sustain itself. So we're just gonna enjoy it as a flower arrangement. And I might just go see if I can find some roses. We have some iceberg roses over here that would look really pretty in there. So I might grab a couple of those, or a few other things around the property, but that alone is pretty spectacular. So now I'm gonna clear this out. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this really quick. So these are sweet potatoes, not edible sweet potatoes, though. You don't wanna eat them, they will not taste good. I believe that you can eat them, but the flavor is, they're not grown for their flavor. They're grown to produce that beautiful sweet potato vine, but they do produce sweet potatoes. I've never seen them get quite this big, but I guess it makes sense with plants that are producing massive, huge plants. They're gonna produce these really cool little tubers. So technically, I could save these and grow sweet potatoes for next year, but I'm not gonna store these. That's way too much work. Pretty much everywhere that there's an eye, just like a normal potato, it would produce sprouts and you would get another sweet potato. So, just thought that was really cool to see. Even in this tiny little window basket that's way too small for the window, I can still get sweet potatoes. And then one more thing before we start planting this up. This window basket is way too small for this window. Ideally, it would go a little bit past and a little bit past When I bought this one, it was the only one that I could find that they had, and I haven't found online. I really want those like really clean looking white ones, or probably in black because it would match the casing of the window. I just haven't found one that I love. I'm still looking. I will be replacing this one, and I will get matching ones for the front window also, so that way it kind of like ties in around the house. But for now, we're just gonna plant this up for this fall time and call it good. So let me add some fresh soil in here. Obviously, all of those plants had depleted all the nutrients, so we're gonna start with new soil. So because I do get a lot of questions about what I'm using, I use the Fox Farm Happy Frog soil, and I use it purely out of convenience. It is a minute and a half down the road. I can buy this, and I think I pay like, what do we pay, $10 a bag for it? So it's pretty cheap. I've seen it go at other places for like $20 a bag. I'm gonna keep working even though the train's coming. But this is what I use purely out of convenience. Okay, so in this container, I have definitely overbought. So I have 2 of these right here. These are the, I believe, pigeon. Nope, these are the crystal snow. So 2 of these to go on the outer edges. And then 1 of these right here. This is the pigeon Victoria to go in the center there. And then my plan was to tuck these little Osaka reds in between here like this. Fill in with pansies. I thought this window basket was much bigger because of the plants. I bought 12 of them. And I also have some lamium. So we're gonna scratch the lamium on this basket right here, and I think that I might only be able to get a couple of these, like probably 3 of these tucked in here. I also was wanting to like add ivy and a couple other trailing plants, but I think I'm just gonna try to reuse this succulent tucked more in the front area, and then some like pansies around it with the kale. We'll see what I have room for. I'm determined to make this work. I don't think I could fit another plant in here if I tried. Okay, it looks good. I'm happy with it. Next year, I would like to make sure I have a larger window basket so I can have more plants because I would love something tall again. Instantly missing that impact, but this is very soft and very sweet. So let me show you guys close-ups of how this turned out, and also a mistake that I made in the other planter. This was not the kale I originally had for this. So my plan for this was these 2 and this one, and I accidentally planted this one up front. So let me show you guys what I switched it out with. So this was the kale that I originally had planned for this container. This is Coral Prince, and I had brought the other one up here and I'd planted it. So my plan was all of this, but I brought the wrong kale up here, so I had to take it out really quick and I put the correct one in. And I wanted something that was big and impactful, so I think that is way better. It's a really nice pop of color. So now let me go to the back and show you guys. So this is what you see walking into the driveway, and then as we come back here, I'll show you guys. And coming down this way, this is our teeny tiny little window box, but it is really, really sweet. It would look a million times better if I had one that was like appropriately sized for this window. But you know what? It's okay. I like it. I like the hanging of it. I would love, this is what I wanted, this effect, but like ×3. So I wanted it like here, here, and here. So I had just like a beautiful cascade of like ivy. We'll take whatever that is. I think it's all right. It looks good to me. I love the kale. It just screams fall, especially on this cloudy day. And these pansies are so pretty. I love this like burgundy color. It's really, really pretty. And ignore this. I was gonna paint it. We're just gonna wait until I get an appropriate window basket. So that is gonna be it for this video, you guys. Thank you for coming along with me plant shopping for this, even though Home Depot was a bust. That was awful. Winter Gardens is always good. They always have a beautiful selection of things, and I'm really happy to have these 2 containers done, and I'm also really happy to have a couple excess plants. So I think that is going to be it for this video. I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.